Hi, Leo. Welcome into your mid-March 2023 Money and Career Tarot reading. I do want to thank you so much for joining me for this reading. But as we proceed, do keep in mind, as always, this is a general reading. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And it's meant to pertain to the remainder of your month. So with that said and done, I do more than appreciate the love and support, the likes, comments, and of course, subscriptions. If you haven't done so already, of course, join this amazing growing Leo tribe. But the overall message I channeled for us, because if you're new, I'm a Leo sun, we got, wow, this success keeps growing. Wow, this success keeps growing. There's a sense of you seeing your hard work pay off, things just working in your favor. And that leaves me to mention this card first. All right. The Wheel of Fortune. The remainder of your month of March, it shows you evidence that the wheel's turning in your favor. It feels like it's a long time coming for some drawn to the reading. It feels like good karma is coming back to help you for having, positive intentions, doing the right thing, helping people out, not giving up. It feels like things are moving and snowballing in a positive sense in the right direction for you. I feel like a lot drawn to the reading do work on social media, say YouTube, potentially multiple platforms. Putting oneself out there in the public eye in one, if not multiple ways, and seeing things prosper for oneself. Even if you work a day-to-day job, I feel like you're succeeding beyond measure, and I feel like people are noticing you. There's a sense of you being quite talented, and the remainder of March shows people just that. I do sense that if you're working a day-to-day job, those who you work with, authority figures, they're saying corporate, co-workers, even people that you're helping through your job are quite impressed. A bit of highlight on the fact that your work is quite impressive. I'm hearing jaw dropping. But the Queen of Pentacles, to move on forward, because I do feel like this is your energy. Male or female, feeling in touch with your feminine side, but not lacking that bold confidence when speaking, conveying, producing, developing. There's a focus on the fact that your work is important. And I feel like there's also a focus on the fact that your finances is starting to improve. Even if you, say, left a job recently or gave up on something or minimalized certain levels of effort with something, I feel like you're still seeing increase in money, but you need to manage it quite responsibly. Don't overspend, all right? But I do feel like there's a potential for that either way. Feeling like you know what you're doing and you're doing it well, and feeling a new sense of passion for something, even if you're just still continuing it, right? And you've done it for a while, it feels like it could be simply the success growing for oneself, and that leaves you feeling the hunger for more, motivated to do more of which, and just feeling quite passionate about it. I feel like your helpful nature is absolutely being highlighted. And they're saying something, again, is growing for you. Not just the success, but I feel like numbers are going up, progress is taking place. You're seeing oneself thriving through your work. You might find that you do need to heal from your work. You might have healing energy all the meanwhile, but it feels like even if you need to and find oneself having to heal from the energy you pick up on through your work or just the hard work itself, it feels quite rewarding, whatever you're doing. Now, I do feel like there is the potential for a new position for oneself. Being drawn to this reading, it's not 100% for everybody, especially if you see oneself just continuing with that day-to-day job or having enough on your plate at this time. But I do feel like some drawn to the reading need a part-time or a full-time position. Could be more so a promotion that you're in line for, and Spirit saying there is luck on your side. Beautiful. But I do feel like there's, again, a confidence about how you produce, develop, accomplish. And I feel like it's a more productive, in certain ways, more productive remainder of your month than the first half, or in comparison to February, excuse me. And with that said and done, we do have the Seven of Cups. A lot to get done, a lot to accomplish. For some, even creating more to get done, even if you don't have to, and this will benefit you. But I feel like people need your services or your service. People need your product or products, or more than one of what I just mentioned. I do feel like there's spiritual messing with, but then there's spiritual protection taking place. You could be a spiritual worker being drawn to this reading like myself, where your intuition, your spirituality, or one or the other comes into play and is being put to use to create powerful, they're saying products or product, or just work in general, all right? You're very talented is what I'm hearing again, But let's keep pulling. The Ten of Cups. I do feel like you're thinking about where you wish to be, potential move of residence in the future, thinking about an ideal job situation for oneself. It feels like this is a remainder of March where a lot drawn to the reading are being reminded the ups and downs of your career, the endings, the at times feeling not 100% sure whether or not leaving that job or, um, you know, uh, leaving that business behind, shutting it down was the right choice. But Spirit saying, as you jump into this new position, this door opens for you, or you see more success for oneself in general. It's a reminder that you have been making the right choices. All right, so don't question one's intuition and spiritual guidance all the meanwhile. But the Judgment card, because it feels like there's levels of honesty stemming from you through your work, right? It reminds me of how this honesty comes out in a very likable manner with my readings, in that Spirit coming through to keep us in line, right? Or just inform us of the good and the bad all the meanwhile. But it feels like there's a situation where you're expecting the worst. Why is this? Try not to focus on the imperfections, because I feel like this is a living and or work situation, and you find oneself just expecting something negative to happen, but you're so efficiently manifesting at this time that we need you to discard that negative perspective and expectation or expectations, because yeah, you're going to see things throughout the remainder of March and moving forward coming to be quite efficiently due to what you desire, think about, focus, expect. The power of a Leo mind is just such a magical thing. So put it to use in a very strategic and positive way. I feel like you being drawn to this reading are destined for so much success, so much. And the remainder of March shows you the power of you putting one, if not multiple talents to use. And there's more to be discovered moving forward. But it just feels like everything you touch turns to gold. Everything you produce and develop, accomplish, check off your to-do list feels quite important to you and to others. I feel like people are impressed once again. Period. Look at that. Again, a potential for a new position, or this could be representing a new financial investment for oneself. I do feel like some of which are thinking about investing in a new vehicle, or it could be taking place in the remainder of the month. But I do feel like either way, there's thoughts of financial improvement in more than one way. There's thoughts of wanting to be and even needing to be wealthy moving forward. It's this feeling that being drawn to this reading, you're that type of person, type of soul where you like the nicer things. Doesn't mean it's necessary, 24/7 for you to live a happy and fulfilling life. They're saying comfort and joy also is important for you individually, but I feel like you're destined to live this wealthy lifestyle moving forward where you can wrap oneself up with the luxuries that you so deserve all the meanwhile. And it feels like you might be reminded of a moment from your childhood, or rewinding back to a certain point where you realized this, or you were being shown the way towards more wealth for oneself, or being prepared for your wealthy future. Very interesting and random. But it just feels like, once again, there's a lot of passion in the remainder of the month. A passionate new beginning for some, but it feels like, again, even if you're continuing something, this is leaving you with a new passionate perspective potentially, or just putting a twist on something. It could be an expansion for your business. But I do feel like either way, the success growing is leading towards an immense amount of passion exuding from you. And this is going to benefit your work all the meanwhile. And just keep that success growing and growing time and time again throughout the remainder of the month. What else do we have for Leo? I do feel like you could be picking up on someone else's emotions at work and or at home. So do cleanse your energy and notice when it's not yours to carry is what I'm getting. But I do feel like you're coming off as a mystery at work, potentially keeping to oneself more so. How does Leo do what they do so well? Why am I so, attracted to Leo? Your good looks coming into play. Why is Leo so talented? How do I get to that level? Okay, beautiful. So I feel like your leadership quality is coming into play as you connect with people and draw people in, this leaving you again with more success. I feel like you are a trendsetter all the meanwhile. There's a independence about you, but personality, okay, that will take you the distance. But I do feel like there's an individuality in the way you, a uniqueness about how you produce, develop, accomplish, how you put your talent, if not multiple, to use. And that's leaving you with more and more success throughout the month. We're aiming for one more for the top. Look at this. A reminder that when you do what's right for Leo, even if you can't fully see the benefits of that in the moment, whether it was leaving a job, beginning something, starting your own business, investing in something, or leaving an investment behind, it benefits you down the line. All right. And it feels like there's evidence of that in the remainder of March. It just feels like as well you are kind of running around at times like a chicken without a head, but find the balance in it all. Don't stress oneself out. You're golden. You are golden. And I feel like you're gaining clarity in regards to the future of your business, future of your career in general, with that company for some. Hanging from the tree of wisdom is what I'm getting. We're not taking any of those though. There is a focus on you holding your work close to your chest, protecting something, but thinking about your savings. And I feel like you're seeing a savings increase in the remainder of the month, being protected throughout all the Four of Swords. But again, independent, all right? Truly, truly talented. And the remainder of March shows you true evidence once again that as you are seeing things work out in your favor, the wheel churn for you in your favor. The success is going to continue to grow and grow. And I feel like things you've produced and developed in the past for some, that's even still growing and benefiting you financially and growth-wise, all right? Giving you this immense amount of success that you truly deserve, all right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy the remainder of your month, and I'll definitely see you next time.